Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, I just want to sit here and talk a little bit about oil pastel, and sorry for the crazy camera angle. I'm working on a huge poster size, so it's a little bit difficult for me to get it all in frame. So this is the size of my hand, so you can kind of see how big the substrate is. So sorry for the bad camera angle. Well, I've been working on this piece for, I think it was like 4 days ago that I started it, and then I worked on it 2 days after, and the weather was like really warm, so I didn't feel any difference. And now I'm working on top of the, you could say, like 4 days old pastel appliement, and I can feel that it has been curating. So going on top of it is a very different experience than working a la prima with the oil pastel. So I just thought that I wanted to make a video about how I think that I can get past this obstruction, because somehow I have to find a solution on how I can continue working on this poster with this area up here that seems to be set oil pastel. They don't completely set. It's not like they 100% is getting fixed. Yeah, it's a little bit surprising for me. I have not had this experience with the Sennelier oil pastels before, so let me kind of show what I'm working with. The underpainting is done with a much more firmer stick from Van Gogh, also called just oil pastel. It's a little bit more firmer stick, but still goes very well in conjunction with more creamier oil pastels. And then the majority of the top coat is made with this more softer pastel stick from Paul Rubens, and this is how the lid looks like. Oops. And I particularly chose this stick because I really like this set, and I haven't used it a lot, as you can see. So I really I like the size of the stick. It's nice and thick, so I really adore, you know, the working process with it. But I have to say that if I was super rich and could afford it, I would always just paint with Sennelier oil pastels because they are my favorite. But since I'm working on such a huge poster, I thought that it would be kind of a waste of, yeah, you guys know how frugal I am, right? I just don't want to use my precious Senneliers on such a huge poster. And then I also had to include my Mungio oil pastel sticks because the Paul Rubens set is more like pastel colors, and for this painting or drawing I need some dark values, which are, for instance, black, and I'm running out of black and white. This is the only white I got left, just a little knob. So I just ordered some new oil pastels from Amazon that have not been delivered yet, but it's supposed to be like a thick, big stick of black and white. So yay! Hopefully I will get this. Oh, there is a tiny white knob here also. That's cool. That's cool. The white here is more friendly to work with than the Paul Rubens white, because the Paul Rubens white is so creamy and sticky that I kind of feel that I'm skating around the surface. But let me try and show you what kind of obstacles I'm talking about. I want to layer some white on this arm right here, and as you can see, it's like the pastel underneath has sort of dried up. I don't know really what happened, but it's not covering anything. So I think the way I might have to solve this problem is to scrape off as much pastel as I can and try and bring back some sort of a non-sticky surface, which is super annoying. Especially because I really would love to make this pointing arm a bit thicker, but now I feel that I'm not able to do that because the transition between the blue background and the white coat is not gonna be easy. Yeah, that's just I'm not satisfied, you know. I actually think that maybe I should have done it all in alla prima. Like, look, I'm not even able to scrape off much. If this was just freshly applied, I would be able to at least scrape down the first coat. Well. Let me try get the Sennelier white stick and see if it helps me out. Okay, this is a Sennelier white oil pastel stick. Yeah, so much better. I'm actually able to cover the blue background with this stick. Yeah, I am such a lucky girl. You know what? This, I don't really do reviews and stuff, but I really would love to point out that this is kind of the quality difference between an inexpensive product and then a little bit better product. So my tip is that if you like to work with oil pastels, at least get the white or even the black from Sennelier so that you can work on top of the curated inexpensive brands days after. What I learned from this is especially that fact that I should have made it an alla prima, because now I feel that there is this I don't know, just a very different feeling when I'm working with it now compared to when I left it, when it was still fresh and I would say like not dried up. But yeah, in general, there's been a lot of pastel reviews from oil pastels, and I am a fan if you can find an inexpensive brand that you like to work with, because hey, let's keep it real, it's just a freaking oil pastel. It can't go that wrong, you know. It's very difficult to mess up oil pastels, in my opinion. But I do prefer this creamy, very opaque white from Sennelier. So if that is a tip, I would let it be my tip. Oh, nice. Look down here how it's just covering. Yeah, that is just awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that I've shared this with you guys. Yeah, that was, oh, now I'm relieved. Now I'm relieved. So the whole motivation behind making this subject and painting this drawing is because I want to learn how to make this kind of abstract oil painting where up close it looks like really rough patches and a lot of not blended out strokes, but when you step further back it kind of looks more collected and more vibrant, like more fresh. Yeah, fresh is a good word, because I have noticed that when I use my oil pastels I blend it out too much. Because I'm working with it up close, I cannot overpass the urge to make a smooth transition and blend, you know. So the motivation for going up on a huge substrate, having a big mirror reflection, is because I want to teach myself and learn how to work with those difficult areas where things are getting distorted by a mirrored window glass. And it's a good topic for practicing those unfinished, unblended areas where I think it gets this abstraction over it, and it's very beautiful to look at from a distance because it tends not to be so stiff. And then I use the spatula to go in with chunks of white to get it more like a vintage patina, which I really like a lot. I like it a lot in conjunction with that dark contrast the black gives, because then it makes that aquamarine blue Teletubby doll look a little bit more worn out. So it gives some sort of emotion to it, I think. So all in all, I really am quite satisfied with that non-blended patchy look. I think I want to try more of those. They're very interesting to make, actually, and also challenging for me, at least. Yeah, love to work with oil pastel. That creamy texture, it's just I can recommend it so much. I'm gonna take a picture of this and put on IG when it's done, but I'm done for tonight. So wow, it is very difficult to film this, but now I am not going further with this today. I'm just gonna let it rest and then work on it some more tomorrow. But it's so difficult to film without making you guys dizzy. What I'm going for here is this reflection in a window that's kind of distorted, and I've been wanting to do this for quite a while because I still have to learn how to do that distorted part of the window, and I chose to work with oil pastels, so I was able to smear out. But yeah, it's just annoying if I don't have, if this was like a still life, I could more predict how the windows are going to be blinded out with white specks. So yeah, but I love the contrast between the dark and the brighter colors, and I love how you can make it like totally gritty with the oil pastel, you know, the look of it, where you really go in and then make it look like vintage almost. But yeah, thanks for hanging around this poster oil pastel painting. Yeah, it's big. I can't even get it in frame, and I'm standing way back now in the room. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.